The Mediterranean is home to hundreds of islands, but only a few have truly captured the world's imagination. Some are wild and mountainous, others are quiet, sun-drenched, or steeped in layers of history. In this video, we'll explore 7 of the most iconic islands: Santorini, Corsica, Sardinia, Corfu, Kefalonia, Menorca, and Mallorca. Each one has its own rhythm, its own flavor, and its own reasons to fall in love. Whether you're planning a trip or just dreaming of the sea, this guide will help you find the island that fits you best. We begin with Santorini, one of the most photographed places in the world. Formed by a massive volcanic eruption over 3,500 years ago, the island's dramatic cliffs rise straight from the Aegean Sea. Whitewashed houses cling to the caldera edge, glowing orange in the sunset. But Santorini isn't just a pretty postcard. Ancient settlements like Akrotiri offer a glimpse into a Minoan civilization buried by ash, often called the Pompeii of the Aegean. It's romantic, cinematic, and especially popular with honeymooners. But in high season, it can get crowded and expensive. Santorini is unforgettable, but it's just one version of the Mediterranean. Corsica feels untamed. Covered in mountains, forests, and rugged coastline, it's less about resorts and more about the journey. Roads twist through pine-covered hills and lead to quiet coves or old stone villages. The island's identity is fiercely local. Though it belongs to France, the Corsican language and traditions reflect a distinct culture shaped by centuries of independent struggles. Napoleon was born here, but the island has always kept a spirit of resistance to invaders, modernization, and even tourism. From hiking the legendary GR20 trail to driving along the cliffs near Bonifacio, Corsica rewards the adventurous. It's not always easy, but that's part of what makes it unforgettable. Sardinia is bigger, drier, and more diverse. In the north, you'll find upscale beaches and polished resorts. Inland, it becomes ancient and remote, home to traditions that have lasted for thousands of years. Its Bronze Age stone towers, called nuraghe, still dot the hills, silent reminders of a mysterious past that predates Rome. Locals speak a language closer to Latin than modern Italian, and many communities still celebrate traditional festivals with masks and music. The coastline is spectacular, especially in places like Cala Golorizze or La Pelosa, but the soul of Sardinia lies away from the shore. It's for curious travelers, people who enjoy silence, open spaces, and stories whispered by stone. Corfu is greener, covered in olive trees and cypress forests. It has a soft, romantic feel. The mix of Greek, Venetian, and British influences gives it a layered personality. Old but lively, relaxed but cultured. Its historic old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, filled with elegant arcades, narrow lanes, and fortresses overlooking the sea. The Venetians ruled for over 4 centuries, shaping the island's architecture and cuisine. British touches remain too, including cricket matches in the central square and high tea traditions in some hotels. To the north, cliffs drop into the sea. To the south, the land opens into quiet beaches and rural charm. Corfu is perfect for those who want a balance of nature, history, and gentle exploration. A Mediterranean escape with soul. Kefalonia is quieter. Bigger than it looks, it's full of open spaces, rolling hills, and long, empty beaches. It's not a party island. It's a place to rent a car, take the long road, and stumble across something beautiful. The capital, Argostoli, has been rebuilt after the devastating 1953 earthquake. But pockets of older charm remain in villages like Fiscado. Kefalonia's landscapes range from dramatic cliffs to underground lakes and pine-covered mountains. You'll often find yourself alone in a bay, with nothing but the wind and the sound of goats on a distant hill. It's an island for dreamers, and for people who travel to breathe more slowly. Menorca is understated. Smaller and calmer than its neighbours. It's perfect for families, walkers, and people who just want to swim and breathe. Its coastline is filled with little coves, simple, clean, and quiet. Unlike the livelier Balearic Islands, Menorca has kept its pace slow and its nature well protected. The entire island is a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, with trails that lead to unspoiled beaches and quiet pine forests. If your perfect day involves clear water, a good book, and no rush at all, this might be the one. Mallorca is the all-rounder, a little bit of everything. It has mountains, beaches, city life, hiking trails, small villages, and luxury hotels. It's big enough to get lost in, and organized enough to find your way back. The Tramontana Mountains in the west give it a dramatic edge, while the eastern coast offers calm, family-friendly beaches. Its capital, Palma, blends Gothic architecture with a modern, creative energy. Mallorca has long been a favourite for artists and writers, from Chopin to Miro, and today it continues to attract a wide mix of travellers. Whether you're looking for hidden coves or buzzing marinas, Mallorca adapts to the kind of trip you want to have. So, which island is right for you? Each one has its own rhythm, its own way of welcoming you. And sometimes it's not about the guidebooks or the beaches. It's about how a place makes you feel when you arrive. Santorini is iconic. Dramatic views, volcanic cliffs, and romance carved into stone. Corsica is wild, full of mystery, mountains, and pride. Sardinia is ancient, where open landscapes meet timeless traditions. Corfu is elegant, soft greenery, layered history, and slow Mediterranean charm. Kefalonia is peaceful, open roads, long silences, and unpolished beauty. Menorca is gentle, quiet beaches, pine forests, and space to breathe. Mallorca is versatile, mountains, cities, and something for every kind of traveller. These islands may all be kissed by the same sun, but they each reflect it differently. Some shimmer like polished stone, others absorb the light, quietly. Some invite you to explore, Others ask you to simply be still. There's no single best choice, only the one that feels right now. And in the Mediterranean, whatever you're searching for, you'll almost always find it just across the water.